That's a great question. I think it's practice. I think it's perspective. I think you have to practice not valuing other people's opinions. Insecurity comes from overvaluing other people's opinions. It's a framework that was instilled in you through parenting and environment. That's just the truth and DNA. So I think it's practice. Like, for example, the reason I'm so happy all the time, this is gonna be a little left field, is because almost on a daily basis, I imagine my parents dying, my children dying. I'm being serious with you. I know this is, again, a little left field, but it helps me put things in perspective. How can I be upset about a bad speech or a business deal going awry or something stumbling if I actually felt this morning? And I don't think it's meditation, but I think it's closer to it than I even realized, even as I talk about it now. I just genuinely practice. Brother, you have to practice every day saying, whose opinion do you care about if you fail? One of the reasons I love losing is because I don't care about anybody's opinion in here about my loss. It's my loss. You worry about what you're doing. And most people don't have that framework, which leads to insecurity. If I came here, for example, and I was in your position and I was auditing all the bigger fish, what goes through my mind is, I'm gonna kill these fucking fish. Not, oh, they're better. It's just a perspective. It's kind of like life. Right now, if you choose to, and you only want to find negativity and bad, it's very easy. If you choose to, and you only want to find positivity and optimism, it's there. It's getting into a framework of changing the way you look at stuff. It really is. It's not naivete. It's not delusion. It's real life. So you need to practice. You need to practice. Bro, it's hard to be here. Just because there's some people that are doing it better, there's also billions of people that are doing it worse. What the hell are you worried about the fucking 1,000 people here that are doing it better? What about the fucking 10 million that do it worse?
I wanted to know, since you're all about inspiration and everything, I've been feeling a little bit unmotivated, and I've been feeling like I should be doing something, or I feel like I should be pulled in I'm feeling uninspired, basically. That's my question. How do you when you lose inspiration or you lose motivation, how do you get it back?
I get it back by remembering that you might die tomorrow.
That's true.
So I'm inspired by practicality and reality and the truth, which is, it is ridiculously impossible to become a human being. I am one. I have other good things going for me as a human being, and I'm just grateful. You're dwelling and looking at what you don't have versus looking at what you have. If you actually looked at what you had, your health, living in America, who the heck knows what would be on your list? If you actually spent all your time looking at that versus, I don't have $1 million, I'm not famous, I don't have this. If you spent all your time on what you have versus what you don't have, you would be the happiest girl on earth.
Frankly, why do you care so much about us and younger people, and why do you guys see us as such an investment going forward?
I think it's the right thing to do. I think when you are blessed, there's a sense of responsibility. And I think, so many of my business big boy, big girl friends laugh at the concept of how much we put in up front on this and how vulnerable we are for people leaving and da-da-da-da-da. I just don't see it that way. I know, I think we have the best culture in the world, so I think a lot of people will stay, so that's good for the business. But even if people didn't stay, we can afford to do it. It's a nice thing to do. It leaves a positive impact on the business world. I want more people to be affected by the way we see business. And I feel great that we get to show you how it should be. You don't have a clue. When I tell you the greatest thing of this whole program for all of you is knowing this exists. You know how many people work for 25 years and have no idea that you can do it right? You know how many of your parents and friends and relatives and friends at school and cousins think you're completely full of shit when you talk about this company and that you're just drinking from some weird Kool-Aid that I made up? It's just the right fucking thing to do, bro.
Awesome. I love that. Yeah. Appreciate it. Believe me, I appreciate it.
And it goes back to the thing I said earlier, Luke, which is when you do the right thing by the other side, all the things that you want will happen. I call it 51-49. If I give all of you 51% of the value, then 49 will be just fine by me. And I think too many companies try to get somewhere between 80 and 100% of the value.